So exercise, being physically active is good for our physical and mental well-being. I think a lot of us know that, but a lot of us obviously struggle to get around to doing it. But hopefully here's another motivation for you to do that. So irrespective of what we weigh or what our diet's like, we think being active, doing exercise, being physically active can by itself help reduce our risk of breast cancer. So the recommendation is to do 3 hours a week of exercise, which is half an hour 6 times a week. What we call moderate intensity physical activity, where you're getting your heart rate up a little bit, you're a little bit sweaty, you can still speak but you're perhaps a little bit out of breath. Doing 3 hours a week we think can reduce your risk probably by about 6%. Obviously it reduces your risk of a whole host of other cancers, heart disease, diabetes, and improves our mental health. And you know, why does being active actually reduce our risk of breast cancer, do we think? Well, it partly has an effect on our estrogen levels. It also improves, lowers our level of a hormone called insulin, which we all need in our bodies to help control our blood sugars. But people that exercise have a much better control over their insulin levels, and that insulin, like estrogen, is linked to cancer risk. So it lowers your estrogen, your insulin levels, and also, particularly if you exercise outdoors, you're getting some vitamin D, and we know that people who tend to live in sunnier climates tend to get less breast cancer. So the vitamin D we get from the sun, we think is helpful. You know, so trying to do at least 3 hours. You can do more exercise than that. Probably in terms of breast cancer risk, once you get up to 9 hours a week, you're probably not reducing your risk anymore. But you know, it's all good for your health. It doesn't matter what you do, as long as you're doing exercise, keeping active, keeping your heart rate up. Do something you enjoy, and that's the key. And build it into your routine. You know, we all need to get more active.